Today, NASCAR raced at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Roval race, the configuration, the Roval at Charlotte. AJ Allmendinger gets the win, wins another NASCAR Cup Series race, another road course win. This one was big for him, and four drivers from the playoffs got eliminated. We're going to be talking about that coming up next.
Back to reality.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In the NASCAR Bank of America Roval 400 Race Review Edition. Yeah, guys, let's just get to it. AJ Allmendinger won the race. As you guys know, he's a really good road course racer, and I actually predicted him to make the playoffs this season because of how many road courses they were on the schedule. So, yeah, but he didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately, but he won a race, and I had a feeling he's going to win one of those races, and I had a feeling he was going to win one of those races, and it came at the Charlotte Roval, the final road course race of the season. And congratulations to AJ Allmendinger, man. He is so good on road courses. This was an emotional win because he basically said that this could be his last. You never know when you're going to win another race again. That's what Allmendinger practically said in his interview. So, yeah, I get it. I'm very happy for the guy. His career has been up and down. But this is really good for him. I'm really happy for Allmendinger that he won. He's come up close here last year. Now he got redemption this season. So happy for AJ. Really happy for AJ Allmendinger. So let's go ahead and get started with recapping this race. So Tyler Reddick was on the pole. 2311 Racing was just fast. So yeah, and Bubba Wallace, he impressed me today. I predicted him to be eliminated from this round. Unfortunately, he did get eliminated from this round. But he could have made it. Just imagine if he could have made it. That would have been awesome if he would have made it. But hey, I predicted him to be eliminated from this round. I got a hand at the Bubba Wallace, man. He did such a good job this season, and he exceeded my expectations. My goal for Bubba Wallace this season was just make the playoffs. Actually, kind of exceeded my expectations, but just a little over exceeded. I predicted him to make it to the round of 12. But if he made it to the round of 8, that would have been way past my expectations. But I'm happy for Bubba Wallace what he did this year. As a big fan of him, as a fan of the guy, I am very happy that he had a solid playoffs. And now let's hope Bubba can finish these final 4 races out strong. So yeah, one of my other favorites out of the playoffs. But heck, I'm glad that Bubba Wallace had a solid playoffs and almost won few races. Should have won. I wish he won Texas though. But anyways, let's get to the race. So stage 1 was won by Tyler Reddick, and both 2311 racing cars finished 1 and 2 in stage 1. There was definitely strategy involved in this race because, as you guys know, the NASCAR Cup Series, NASCAR's now ruled backstage cautions. We didn't have that at other road courses this year. Now this is the first weekend that NASCAR brings back the stage cautions. And the restart zone is different. It's usually in the NASCAR trioval part. Now it's in the chicane, so that's new. Like how you see I can see in NASCAR games at the Charlotte Roll. They added that to make things a little bit more interesting and for the field to get more spread out. But it was interesting. You could watch the drivers restart and then go make a turn. So if I could cause drivers to spin the tires and go in one or so. So like we saw with Kyle Busch earlier in the final restarts, got up and caused that 3 wide chaos. But man, I gotta say, this race was solid. Now there were some incidents in this race I'm gonna talk about. First off, we have this Josh Blicky and Corey LaJoie situation that came up. Happened in the infield part of the Roval. So yeah, Josh Blicky had some problems with and LaJoie as well. Denny Hamlin, unfortunately, my guy, um, spun out. Well, got into it too hot and spun around, and Rockefeller got into the side of him, and that's when Denny Hamlin broke. That's when the toe link on Denny Hamlin's car got broke. So yeah, but this was just a fluke in my opinion. Well, this is not lost at all because Denny's already locked in the playoffs, and he said in his interview he's going to be focusing on Vegas, and I agree. Just focus on Las Vegas. You're already locked in. He had nothing left to lose there, so yeah. So sucks that he got crashed out, but it is what it is, and he had nothing left to lose because he was already locked in. So yeah, I didn't even expect Denny Hamlin to at least be in contention for the win because I just didn't expect him to be like have the best car on road courses. So yeah, but but then we have another incident involving Eric Jones and Michael McDowell on that little. I think it was in turn 3 and 4 where they got together. Then Austin Cindric and Bubba Wallace got together, and one of the chicanes on the back straightaway that caused one of the spins, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. have like some sort of mechanical issues that caused a big flames to go out. And also I forgot to mention Christopher Bell and Daniel Suarez. They've actually been going at it because on one of the restarts, Daniel Suarez got into Christopher Bell, and then Christopher Bell apparently just got back and dumped him. So yeah, the restart thing happened like earlier, I believe in stage 2 at the start, I believe. For all the incidents I talked about, Suarez and Bell getting together. Yeah. So now let's get down. I'm going to talk about the drivers now who were in contention for the win, who were drivers who were good, who were bad, and stuff like that. So I gotta talk about my championship pick, Martin Truex Jr. For out of 6 races, actually, I don't think since Watkins Glen, he hasn't gotten the top 10 since that race. Regular season finale, he finished outside the top 20, but he won the regular season championship. And the playoffs have just been not that good for Truex. So I'm kind of worried for Martin Truex Jr. heading into these next 3 races, but these are pretty simple tracks, so hopefully Truex doesn't have any problems there whatsoever. So I hope not. I hope Truex doesn't have any problems. Hopefully this round can just be easy for him. So um, yeah, I think I talked about Bubba Wallace already, Ross Chastain, um, and Brian Keselowski as well. But there were some playoff drivers who had strategy plays. Either you gotta get into stage points, you gotta stay out and get stage points, or go to pit road and get tires for the other stage. So yeah, but now I'm gonna talk. Now it's time to talk about the 4 drivers who have been eliminated. It's Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch, and Brad Keselowski. Those were the 4 drivers that have been officially eliminated from the playoffs. Ross Chastain, he's one of my picks to be eliminated from this round. I knew it. I mean, Ross Chastain and Trackhouse has just been underperforming from last year. It just didn't do as well from last year. So yeah, Ross Chastain, man, I'm not really surprised that he's eliminated. I mean, Charlotte Roval has not been one of his best tracks. So yeah, there's one of that reasons. Bubba Wallace, I expected him to be eliminated from this round. That would be cool if he would have made it to the round of 8, but hey, it is what it is, and I'm happy for Bubba Wallace that he managed to get a good solid playoffs for him, for his goal. I think for a lot of people, he exceeded his expectations. His goal was to make the playoffs, and he made it deeper to the round of 12. And practically, I think he's top 10 in the standings right now. I think he's 10th in the playoff grid. So, top 10 in the standings, I mean, that's just absolutely amazing for Bubba Wallace, man. Yeah, so, yeah. Sucks that Bubba Wallace got out, but I expected him to be eliminated from this round, so I'm not really surprised. Um, Kyle Busch, man, I'm actually surprised he got eliminated in this round. I thought he was going to make it to the championship 4 because with Kyle Busch is one of those guys. If you get him all hyped up, he will drive fast, and that's why I thought he was going to make it to the championship 4. And plus all the wins he had earlier in the year, but apparently it didn't work out for him in the end. He ended up spinning out in Texas, and that ended up costing him some good finishes. So in the playoffs for Kyle Busch, the 6 races for Kyle Busch have not been the kindness to him. So yeah. And then Brad Keselowski is the last guy who was eliminated, and I thought he would make it to the round of 8. If it wasn't for Talladega, I can guarantee you, if it wasn't for Talladega, he would have been it would have been close, but he would have been in a better position. So if it wasn't for Talladega, if it wasn't for that crash, he probably would have been in a better situation. So I gotta say from that. Yeah, so Keselowski, Chastain, Kyle Busch, and Bubba Wallace are eliminated. And yeah, now I'm going to take a look at the playoff standings right over here. So as you guys can see, Truex and Byron top of the board. Well, Byron's actually top of the board pretty much because of his win at Texas. Truex in second, Denny Hamlin third, Kyle Larson in the top in the in the fourth position, and you can see Reddick, Bell. So you can see Tyler Reddick, Bell, Ryan Blaney, and Chris Buescher all right there below the cut line. So yeah, Las Vegas, Homestead, and Martinsville. So yeah, I'm gonna make a round of eight, probably make a round of eight predictions video before Vegas, probably. So I have to wait and see. But here's the round of eight right now, as you guys can see. But yeah, so that's the playoffs grid for you heading into Las Vegas. And now I'm gonna tell you guys the race results. Here's the race results. AJ Allmendinger won the race, finishes first. William Byron came in a close second. He was charging at the end, but didn't quite do it. Kyle Busch practically came in this race in a must-win situation, finishes third. Ty Gibbs, I was good with Ty Gibbs today. He put on a solid performance. Joey Logano fifth. Tyler Reddick is in the round of eight. He finished sixth. Chris Buescher seventh, also in the round of eight. Alex Bowman, he had a pretty decent day, pretty quiet as well, finishes eighth. Chase Elliott won stage two, was able to get past Christopher Bell in the later parts of stage two, but Chase Elliott, man, he was up there until that one caution came out, and that's what practically kind of ruined his chances. Ross Chastain rounds at the top 10, Ryan Preece 11th, Ryan Blaney 12th, Kyle Larson 13th, Austin Dillon 14th, Christopher Bell 15th. He was up front for some of the day. Bubba Wallace wound up 16th, but it won't be enough to advance. Corey LaJoie 7th, Brad Keselowski 8th, Kevin Harvick 9th, 20th is Martin Truex Jr., Eric Almirola 21st, Justin Haley 22nd, Todd Gillen 23rd, Harrison Burton 24th, Cindric 25th, Josh Blicky 26th, Austin Hill 27th, Chase Briscoe 28th, Mike Rockenfeller after making contact from after was involving a situation with Denny Hamlin 29th, Zane Smith 30th, Ty Dillon 31st, Michael McDowell 32nd, Suarez 33rd, Stenhouse with apparently with an electrical problem 30, 40, 34th, Andy Lally 35th, Eric Jones 36th. My guy Denny Hamlin ends up last. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, and nothing left to lose, like I said. So yeah, guys, in conclusion, this race was really solid. A really solid Roval race. Really solid Charlotte Roval race. A really solid final race of the road course, and it's really solid, guys. Really solid race. Congratulations to AJ Allmendinger once again. This was a very emotional win, and I'm very happy he was able to get the job done. So, yeah, he's really good at this racetrack. I think he's undefeated in the Xfinity Series, I believe, because when he's in the Xfinity Series, at least, he won there at least every single year up to 2022 in the Xfinity Series, I think. So, yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna give this race a 7 out of 10. Really solid race. I mean, very solid. So, yeah, it was good racing all around, and yeah, drivers can't make. Well, it's not like drivers are no hard to make passes like at Watkins Glen. It was really solid here. So, yeah, really good race. Congratulations to AJ Allmendinger. Wow, what a race, guy. What a good race, solid race, guys. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.